ESPN golf analyst Michael Collins joins us here on Big Board Sports 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio in Albany. Michael, Rodger Weiland, Chris Honorado, good morning to you, my friend.
What's happening, boys?
What's going on, man? We look out our window and just hope that the temperatures go up and that the snow melts so we can actually even think about playing some golf here in the capital region.
Would you like me to tell you what it's like here in Gainesville, Florida right now? You know what I mean?
Don't do it.
I could. You know, I used to do play-by-play on Sirius XM, so I'm good at describing, painting that picture, getting some heat through the radio airwaves to y'all,
All right, Michael, go ahead.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but you know what? You do have an airport, and there are planes that leave there every single day coming to Florida. So come on. Instead of sleeping in the dryer every night and waking up dizzy but warm, come on down here. Bring your clubs.
Let me start with this because it just kind of hit me before we went to you and the break. Tiger Woods, 9-1 favorite to win the Masters. How's that possible?
Yeah, he was 8-1. How about that? That just tells you two things. Number one, it's very much about the money and where the money's moving. And number two, when it comes to golf, even bettors don't know. Like, they don't know. Because people think, Tiger Woods as a Masters is perfect for him. Not really. No. He hasn't won there since 2005. That's 13 years ago. 13 years ago. And he's only won there once since they made all the changes. So since they Tiger-proofed the place, Phil's won there more recently than Tiger. So, yes, it seems like Augusta, it's one of those things where you see Tiger Woods and you hear Tiger Woods and you hear the Masters, and you're like, it just sounds nostalgic and fantastic. So people will go put money on that. But is Tiger really the favorite going into the Masters? This would be his, sixth tournament that he's teed it up? No. Most guys that I talk to, last week I was at the event in Match Play in Austin, Texas, and one of the caddies that I talked to for Caddy Confidential was like, realistically, Tiger should probably be 25-1, which that's about right. Because when you think about that field, it looks like there's only going to be about between 87 and 88 players participating in the Masters. That being said, out of those, let's say 88, how many guys are really serious threats to win? Maybe 30? And out of those 30, where would Tiger Woods likely fit in? If you were going to go put $1,000 down, maybe 25. That seems about right.
That would seem about right to me. I certainly wouldn't have him as a 9-1 favorite to win the Masters, not even close. But having said that, you also hear people, Michael, talk about the comeback. Is he back? Are you going to go into that corner that Tiger is back where he can be in contention now, say, at a Masters?
Absolutely, yes. When it comes to the Masters, absolutely. I didn't think – well, we got to go way, way back. The first two comebacks where he said, I'm healthy and I'm feeling good, he was lying. So he knows he was lying. He finally has even come out and said now that he's had his back season surgery, yes, he was not healthy the first two times when he came back. So even he pretty much said, yeah, I was lying. I wasn't healthy. This time is different. When I was from the time that I have been hanging out with him first in December at his Hero World Challenge down in Bahamas, this comeback has felt different because the guy who's on the golf course now, Tiger Woods, is the dude I remember. The guy who not only the way that he walks and his ball striking and his short game, but the attitude from that guy is completely different than the dude who tried to come back twice when he was still faking like he was healthy and he really wasn't. This dude is a completely different dude. That being said, this dude is also 42 years old and has had 3-4 back surgeries. So when you say is Tiger back, is Tiger ever going to be the dude from 2000? No. Can he contend, win golf tournaments, and maybe contend again for a major? Absolutely. But we still don't know, one, how long this is going to last, and two, we know he hasn't peaked yet. So what's Tiger at his peak versus Dustin Johnson at his peak, Rory McIlroy at his peak, Jordan Spieth at his peak, Justin Thomas, so on and so on and so on. So what's the 42-year-old Tiger Woods versus the under 32-year-old guys that are at the top right now? Can he contend with those guys? Yeah, I think he can. Can he beat them in majors? I don't know about that, because the Tiger that used to win majors can't win them the way that he used to win them. And that was get out, get a big lead, and just sit back on the weekend. Because Tiger was the greatest defensive golfer that there ever was on the weekend. But guess what? Y.E. Yang is golf's Buster Douglas. And Y.E. Yang gave all of these young dudes the blueprint on how to beat Tiger on the weekend.
Michael Collins with us here on Big Board Sports 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio. Check him out on Twitter at ESPN Caddy. He's a former caddy on the tour. And Michael, I know you poke fun at yourself like now you're just pretending to be a media member, but let me tell you something. The way you just slipped that in, hey, talk to on Caddy Confidential, you're a veteran at this point, man, with that self-promotion. And so I'm going to go one further. Check out Caddy Confidential on ESPN.com and the interview you had, I loved with Bubba Watson after he just absolutely cruised at the match play. Boy, wouldn't it be nice for all of us to be so close to supposed retirement and then go out in the win the way Bubba has so far this year? Is he a real threat at Augusta?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, you think Bubba's confident and playing good, and when I said Bubba and I, we have a little bit of fun on the. And for people who don't know, the reason I say like I'm not a writer, my title was senior golf writer. I'm not a writer because I failed high school English and never went to college. So you can call me like journalist or something like that. But if you call me a writer, like those are fighting words. But I did stand-up comedy for 20 years and caddied on the PGA Tour for 10. So like my journey to where I'm at now is completely different than dudes that went to college and like have Pulitzers and stuff. So I still type with two fingers and I can't read and type at the same time, which I want to throw water on all them dudes' computers that know how to do that, because I never took typing seriously in high school. So don't mess around. If you take typing in high school, man, do it, because it actually does come back to haunt you if you don't. Well, Bubba Watson, having won the green jacket twice in the past, and now being in this good a place and his game, remember, this is his second win this year. He won in L.A. earlier, and now he's going to a place where he's had some serious success before. He's the guy, even though in talking to him, like, don't call him the favorite because he hates that. But he really doesn't. Don't call him the favorite until you don't call him the favorite. And then it's like, which is why I love Bubba and why we have so much fun. Because I'm like, well, you ain't the favorite. He was like, why don't you believe in me? I was like, you just said you don't want to be called the favorite, fool. Like, so Bubba's the one guy that gives me hope. Think about the anticipation that we had when Tiger played Tampa and Tiger played Orlando. Like, Tampa especially, we were thinking, man, this is going to be awesome. We're going to the Masters. Dustin Johnson, look, who knows? He'll be coming into form. Rory McIlroy looked like he was doing all right. Like, this is going to be great, all the big-name dudes. And then we get to match play, and they all suck, except Bubba. And it's like, did you knuckleheads peak too early again? No! And that's the problem with golf, is that these guys all try and time their peak perfectly for the majors. And sometimes they peak too early. I don't know that happened, but, man, in match play, like DJ and Rory, oh, my gosh, I'm, like, so disappointed. But who knows? They could find something and be okay at the Masters. That's what I'm hoping.
Michael, from what I'm hearing, man, your analogy of golf fits with, like, high school prom night. Don't peak too early. We're all trying to get the timing exactly right.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem is when it comes to golf and the Masters, and the Masters especially, because it's the first major of the year, it's a lot like, it's even before prom. It's like, hey, man, I got a hotel room and I rented the limo. Like, yo, calm down. She didn't even say she was going to the dance with you yet. Like, you need to chill. Like, I know you just turned 18 and I know you think you're ready to man up and do your thing, but, like, first things first, she got to say, yeah, I'll go. Like, and then get the limo. Be like, hey, can we stay out all night? Then get the like, you did all this other stuff first. like, what hey, you know what? Come here, man. Get in the car. You ain't going to the pharmacy, dummy.
Michael, we talk about Tiger being a favorite at 9-1. Where do you put Phil Mickelson right now, 16-1? He has won recently and is really talking like he is on top of his game. Do you give him a chance to be in contention to win the Masters?
Absolutely, I give him a chance because Phil was one of those dudes that no matter how bad his golf game was, when he got to the Masters and Augusta National, he found a way. So now his game is good. So now he's got confidence, and he's going to a place that he absolutely loves. Again, a lefty that likes to hit a fade. Like, how can that be bad? This is why those guys, Bubba and him, have been so successful, is because a fade is easier to control than a draw. So for a right-handed golfer, trying to move the ball from right to left is a lot more difficult to control than for a left-hander, because a left-hander, it's just an easy swing. The saying in golf was, you can talk to a fade, but a draw won't listen. Because once the right-hander gets the ball going left, like, you might as well have a blinker on. It has a turn signal. It's it doesn't end up well a lot of times. That's why you see Tiger, everyone's like, hey, Tiger's going to be awesome. And then he gets to the first tee and snap hooks it left into them trees on the first hole. And everybody's like, Tiger, oh, man, really? Again?
Oh, boy. All good stuff with Michael Collins. Can't wait for the Masters to roll around here.
Michael, I'm producing on the fly here, but as we let you go, I'm going to ask you to hold and speak to our producer, Brian Mariano, on the other end. From sunny, warm, birds chirping, sun shining, blue skies, not a cloud. Yeah, we are jealous, man.
I know. Hey, I could tour. Hey, be glad I'm not at, like, Daytona Beach or something like that. Y'all could be, like, listening to the ocean. I could be sitting by the beach with my feet just dipped in. This is my week off, too. Like, I ain't going to Houston. There's no reason to go down there. I'm going to be chilling here at home, Florida. My two boys are on spring break and stuff. So, we could be doing a, daddy daycare with dudes going wild at the beach or something like that. But we're just chilling, shorts and a T-shirt. Everybody got the sunglasses on. My two little knuckleheads are playing basketball, like, having a good old time. Because the Masters is, imagine, I tell people there's two tournaments you have to go to. You have to go to the Masters, and you have to go to Waste Management Phoenix Open, because they're polar opposites. The Masters is like church on Christmas Eve and Easter Sunday combined. Like, it's hallowed ground. And Waste Management is like bachelor party and Animal House. It's in a golf tournament.
Sounds like they're both a lot of fun, and can't wait for the Masters here, Michael. Keep up the great work with ESPN, and Brian Mariano will say hello to you on the other end of this. Thanks for a few minutes on our show.
Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Appreciate it, man. It's Michael Collins, ESPN golf analyst here on Big Board Sports.